All right, hello Leo, and welcome back. This is your April 2019. All right, Leo, I am doing things a little bit differently this month. So, for the month of April, we are going to look at your shadow side here and see what in your shadow aspects got you to the spot that you are in now. Okay, your shadow attributes, your negative traits. Okay, then we are going to look at what is actually happening now that your shadow attributes have landed you in this spot. Okay, Leo, and then we are going to see what it is that your higher self has to say, what your higher self wants to communicate. All right, Leo. Yeah, this kind of but you know, it is what it is. So all right, Leo, your first shadow side card to come out is we got Primal. Okay, Connecting Deep Within, Sacred Dance, Instinct. Okay, accompanying her is the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, Leo. All right, Leo. What I can see here from the shadow self, from your shadow aspects, and how you got, in a position that you are. Some of you all may be dealing with an Aquarius or Libra, or Capricorn earth sign. So there's really a big emphasis here on dealing with earth signs or air signs, or maybe you are like the fire earth air or something. I don't know, but I really wanted to point that out because we got two majors here and they're both air. Plus we got this Queen of Swords here showing up in the reverse on your instincts. Showing up in reverse here on your instincts. So, somebody here probably has a lot of air in their chart. If this is, But, back to the point, Leo. What I see here, Leo, with your first shadow card and the Queen of Swords coming out, like, clarifying that, Leo, what I see is that some of you all got into this position by really tapping into these traits right here. Okay, Leo, I want to be nice here because it's a lot of nastiness on this table. So I'm gonna keep this real light and just say, that somebody really, when it comes to their shadow side, they really are able to really dig down deep and really get really nasty, with others, with other people when they want something. Okay, this is all about manipulation, being bitchy, being moody, wordplay, and just all kinds of just shadiness and connivingness. Why does it seem so blurry? So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing right there. But the good thing about this, Leo, is that your second shadow card to come out was Sacrifice. Reunification, offering, letting go. Okay, and we have the Nine of Swords here. Running away from the light. Bagging it up. Sacrifice. Renunciation. Offering. Letting go. You know, Leo, even though we have someone up here who is very easily able to tap into this energy right here, like it's like the shit second nature, because we are looking at primal instinct here. You know, someone, you know, how do I put this, Leo? I feel like in a way this cost you a lot. You know, probably friendships, probably relationships, you know, or what have you. It probably cost you to lose like something or somebody, you know, and I really feel like, you know, Leo, while you may be hard here on the outside, I feel like, Leo, nobody will ever know that you do see your mistakes. And you do know your mistakes. But I feel like here, no one will ever know that and no one would ever see that, okay? You know, you can see here with the Nine of Swords, you know, somebody really just coming out, you know, and realizing, you know, that, you know what? I can be a bitch. You know, I can be real, you know, whatever you want to put right here. And you know how you can be better than I do, Leo. I'm just giving you the trace of this girl right here. She jealous-hearted, she contradictive, she two-tongued, and everything. You know, her actions and her words do not match. But others are not allowed to get away with what she can get away with, you know. She don't allow that. She's very unkind and she's very unfair, you know. I feel like here, like somebody, even though they don't show that, they know that they operate like this, okay? You know, I feel like, Leo, you know, looking at this shadow situation, like, you know, almost like this right here is the way that you choose to release hurt. This is the way you choose to release hurt. And when you make this choice, it can get real nasty. Like, you see all of these skulls around her? It can get real nasty, you know? But I just feel like it is the way, Leo, that like maybe you choose to release like pent up hurt, pent up energy, pent up anger, you know. I feel like you realize that, you know, I'm looking at this bird here, shot in the neck with an arrow. I'm looking at this Nine of Swords here in the second part of your shadow attributes that have you in the spot. And I just feel like, you know, you realize that the way that you operate or have been operating in this situation, that, you know, it has caused wounds to other people, whether they were a direct cause of your anger or not. it caused wounds to innocent bystanders for some of y'all. Or it was just unnecessary inflicted damage here or something. Because see, when this person go deep, they go deep with this hatred here, you know. But somebody know that, you know, that they have lost a lot and they have caused a lot of damage to others because of operating from their shadow aspect, okay? You know, quite honestly, like I almost feel like right here for some of you guys, Leo, with this fact that, you know, a lot of people can't see this about you, or they don't know this about you, that you do know your wrongs. You see them very clearly, just as clear as the next person. But see, I feel like it's hard to admit that, you know, but quite honestly, like I just sensed that this part of your shadow side, this part that people don't get to see, I feel like you may want to like reconcile with someone here. But you like don't know how to properly. Because it's like someone here pulling their head out of their ass or something. Or wising up and realizing some things that they have hurt people in unnecessary ways, or they have done some unnecessary bitchy shit. Like maybe something went farther than it needed to go. Someone like overproved their damn point or something. You know? But I feel like you may want to reconcile with someone. But, you know, I also feel like here, especially when I look over here, you know, I feel like, you know, Leo, like, you don't really know how to, like, even reconcile with somebody properly. Because this right here is so hard in the paint. Like, this right here go hard. This go real, real hard. You know? So it's like, where do I even start to fix? Or how do I even apologize? Am I even comfortable apologizing? You know? But I also sense here, Leo, that like, at the end of the day, like, all you really wanted, and that's why you know, your shadow side can operate like this so hard sometimes. Like, I feel like what somebody here wanted, like, is that they wanted to be free, to be themselves, to do what they wanted to do. But again, in like doing what you want to do and showing that, you know, hey, you know, I'm the lion, I can't be stopped. So since things are not going the way that I want them to go, or according to the way that I think that they should go, then, you know, I'm going to show my ass. But it has hurt other people. Now, when we get it now we know where you are. We know how you got there. We know that you can see your wrongs, whether you admit that or not. Whether you pretend like you don't know it's there or not. You know that it's there. You know, when we get over here to the map, you know, and this is about like now what is happening while you are in this spot. this realizing that, hey, you know what, I don't operate in the best manner all the time. There have been some people caught up in some crossfire things that they shouldn't have never been caught up in. Sometimes my anger was or is directed at the wrong situation, at the wrong person. Sometimes I okay. All right, Spirit, I'm not going to do that. But, you know, when we get over here to the map, you know, you got storm fields. You know, this is what's happening while you are currently in that spot. Storm fields. I was trying to see if it was going. You know, and what's bagging that is we have Major Arcana Fool in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Hold on a second, Leo. Because I do not like how blurry the camera is, okay? Like, let me just wipe the lens or something because, like, I feel like y'all need to see this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Okay? So, all right, there we go. So, we got storm fields. And bagging that, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Major Arcana, the Fool. Okay? I feel like what is happening right now, where you are from your shadow self, Leo, oh goodness. You feel like, you know, because I sense right here that somebody, this is the shadow side that no one ever gets to see. That yes, the Leo knows that it has hurt some innocent people, or the Leo knows that sometimes the pain inflicted was not very fair to the deed that was done. Like it was overcompensated for. Right here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. You know, I just feel like, you know, Leo, that the situation right now, because of this, first of all, it's too damn chaotic. It's so chaotic to deal with, and the pain has been inflicted so deep right here, and now somebody can see that and realize that they know that there is no damn way that they can truly, honestly fix this in its totality. So guess what? Ain't no movement on it. What's the point of going and apologizing when the pain and the wound is so deep here? I could never fix this. I went hard as fuck with this. I overcompensated with this right here. I did a whole lot of things I shouldn't have did. I can't backtrack. But I see it. And it's so bad that I know I cannot run to somebody or run to this person and offer them just a simple apology. I'm going to really have to come out of this right here. I'm going to have to come out of this right here. I'm going to have to come up right for this. When I come up right for this, guess what it's going to do? Probably cause me to go back in my head, because it's already hard for me to admit it, because this is the hidden side of me. Nobody sees that I know that I'm wrong. Okay? Sometimes, Leo, okay? So that's difficult, you know. So, you know, the point here is somebody would rather just leave things the way that they are, not even attempt to make a move at having a new beginning. And you know what? You know, I feel like sometimes this is like why doctors leave bullets in patients, because it would inflict more damage on the patient pulling a bullet out than the bullet actually caused going in. It's kind of like that right here. Somebody like, you know what? It's going to cause more damage, not only for me, because it's hard for me to admit this. I have to admit this to myself. That's already hard. So how can I come over here and admit this? For me to admit this, I got to come upright. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I have it in me to do that. So you know what? I'm going to leave well enough alone. I understand that I cannot change this situation, and it is what it is. And it's like somebody here is just simply refusing to like make a move on this situation. They are refusing to deal with it properly. They're refusing to properly acknowledge the issue and the problem. It's like you can't handle it, you can't face it, you don't want to admit the truth, even though you know the truth. Even though you know the truth, you can't admit that to anybody else, you know. And it's like that shit is like set in stone. It's set in stone because this fool is a major, and this shit in stone. Like somebody cannot. If you cross watching and you looking for an apology from a Leo, you probably not gonna get it, because it's already hard to admit it to themselves. Okay, that's hard enough. Trying to admit it to you, that's gonna be an issue. Okay, so they would much rather like drop the situation and ignore it altogether. Simply put. Now let's go over here to see Leo, what the higher self has to say. Okay, so your first card to come out for the higher self communication, we got Atheling, nobility, grace, gratitude. Okay, accompanying that, it's a damn Seven of Swords. Okay, your other card to come out is the Shapeshifter. Transformation, primal wisdom, instinct. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio, Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, any air sign, any water sign. I don't really want to say any water sign because I really don't feel like that, but you know, whatever. But any earth sign, or somebody just got a lot of this in their chart, you know. But bagging the Shapeshifter, transformation, primal wisdom, and that damn instinct, another major arcana, justice in reverse. Leo. This by far has probably been one of the hardest shadow readings to relay. Yeah, no. Because, you know, people don't want to hear things about themselves, okay? So this is hard for me. Listen, I feel like what the higher self is saying, you know, is saying, you know, follow your intuition. You know, follow your intuition from this map area. That's what I'm seeing here. Follow your intuition. You know, if you know that you have messed up, that in itself is good enough, because I can see that the shadow self is hard. Even though the shadow know it's there, it's hard to admit it. People very rarely see this right here. People very rarely get an apology, an acknowledgement, in I'm sorry, okay, right here. Even though someone may feel it and know it, you know. And it's like the higher self is saying right here, with this nobility, this gratitude, and this grace, I feel like it is saying, I know it's hard. just the fact that you can admit it to yourself, that's okay. And it's even more so okay because if you think for a second that you can transform this situation, we got the major arcana here. Justice in reverse. So you on the right track. Somebody is on the right track because, again, I was feeling like right here, like with Stormfields, things being in such an uproar, it's like, again, sometimes this is why doctors leave bullets in patients because it causes more pain. You got to go deeper into the wound and dig and pull and tug and snag. And sometimes it's best to just leave it alone. And that's how it heals, by leaving it where it is. You have no choice. Your hands are tied or the patient will die. You know what I'm saying? Somebody here may feel like their intuition is off, but the higher self knows what's best. You saying that I just need to leave this alone because it's going to be too hard for me to come up right like this, you about right. Sorry for my light going off. I almost called you Libra, but Leo, because there won't be probably any real forgiveness on this situation anyway, because I even sense that a lot of damage has been done right here, right here, right here, and damn sure right here, because somebody can't even bring themselves to admit it because it'll force them to turn upright. You know, so I feel like right here the higher self, Leo, was saying that, you know, gracefully accept your position, and this is how you're going to heal the situation. You're going to leave it alone. Okay? Like, seriously, like, more damage. Only more damage. Simply put, and that is what I have for you, Leo. This has been one of the hardest readings so far, you know. But it is what it is, you know. I don't know who dealing with who, and I don't know what's going on. That's why I named the other signs here, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, Leo. Oh, you know what? Some of you guys may be dealing with a Sagittarius as well. Because when I was shuffling, Leo, Sagittarius did keep showing up. So some of y'all may be dealing with a Sagittarius or another fire sign, okay? So, anywho, thanks, Leo. See you guys next time. Bye.